Hello, and thank you very much for watching my videos. It's another week out in the shed. Now this week, a few things are a bit different. I missed a video last week, and I'll let you know all about why that is in a few minutes. First major difference is I'm filming this tonight on a GoPro. I'm actually just borrowing it from a good mate of mine, and I'm just seeing if it's if the footage comes out alright and if it's worth buying one. If so, if you think it's better, let me know in the comments. If you think it's worse, let me know in the comments. So, got quite a bit to do this week. I have booked a test day for Friday, which will be Friday the 16th of October. So, I'm going to take it out and see how she goes. But before that, I've got quite a bit to do. I need to get the A-frame sorted. I need to get the tail light board sorted. I need to do a bolt over, check over all the nuts and bolts, and I need to put some new brake fluid in it, and some other bits and bobs that I need to tidy up. I really want to get the push to pass button sorted. Firstly, I want to get the A-frame and the tail light sorted. It's the first job for tonight. I'll get that done. I've had a couple of people ask me why I'm using the A-frame and why I'm not using the trailer that was in the earlier videos. Purely for the fact that the trailer that I was using belongs to one of my good mates, Biff, and he's now got himself a race car and has got into racing, so the trailer isn't as available as it used to be. So it was really awesome for him to let me use it, and thank you very much. But yeah, it's just not that available anymore, so I needed to do something else, and I just didn't have the budget or the time frame to build a trailer. So I'm just going to stick to the A-frame for now, and once the budget gets better and everything goes fine and the car's working well, I'll build a trailer. Next thing up this week on Monday, I have booked my car in for a wheel alignment. I'll end up doing toe settings, camber settings, all of that myself at a later date, but I kind of need like a good base to start my own adjustments on. So I'm getting that done on Monday. So that's why I need to get the A-frame and the tail lights all sorted, so then I can tow it in and do that. And then later on in the week, another really good mate of mine, John from Jacked Autos, is allowing me a night to use his hoist, so I can go over and check all my nuts and bolts and make sure everything's tight and just chuck it up on the hoist. So that's going to be really good, and I'll probably do the brake fluid and stuff like that there. So we'll talk more about that when we get closer to it, but tonight we'll rip into this A-frame and tow bar and go from there. Alright, so first thing tonight, I have to get the splitter off. Now I made these like steps to drive up onto so I can get underneath a bit easier to undo the splitter. That'll be more for at the track, but also it means that I can now get to my jacking points, which is under the centre under each side of the sill, much easier because I've reinforced that for jacking. So I can now get the actual jack under there without banging into the side skirt or having to take the top hat off. So I'll get the splitter off, and then I will get the A-frame on. I'll probably have to push it out a bit and get the A-frame on, and then I just got to build a bar to protect the front of the car for when I'm towing it. So I've got that bit of steel pipe down there, which you'll see what I'm doing. So we'll do that, and we'll just rip into it. Alright, so what I've done is I've welded a fitting on each end and then welded a pipe through the middle here, and then I've looped the tarp back through, and then I'll get probably some cam locks or something to attach it to each wing mirror, and that hopefully will stop stop the stones from smashing the intercooler and that, and hopefully it might stop a little bit of dust from getting into the car. I might also block off those holes for transport and that headlight. Yeah, so hopefully that will work. I just need to obviously find a better way of tying it at the top. I wonder if I could put that under the bonnet, open the bonnet up and then close it over the top. Yeah, so that's what I've done there for that. So next up is remove the wing and make some brackets to hang that light bar from the wing mount. So that's next. Alright, so I tried it this way and it actually worked out to be better than what I thought it would. It still protects all the front, stops stuff from coming in through the headlights, but it also stops rain from coming in my vent to a degree. So that works out much better than what I was actually expecting it to. So that's awesome, I'm happy with that. So I can now move on to the back. Sweet. Alright, so today's the day I'm taking it in for a wheel alignment. I've got the light bar all sorted now, so it's not very not very attractive, but it will do the job. Cord runs through. I've got it hooked up to the old tow vehicle, and hopefully this here will protect the front a little bit from stones and stuff. So heading in now, and I will see how it goes. Hopefully the wheel alignment goes alright. Kind of going to ask for a neutral sort of just a neutral kind of setup, one that will be good for towing, and one that will be neutral for the track. Just see what he can do. I mean, there's not really going to be that much adjustments. Be nice if it just kind of steered straight. That'd be great. So yeah, let's get in the car and go to town. Alright, so I've just finished up the wheel alignment. The dude was really awesome. He straightened everything up, balanced up the camber and all of that, and it was cool. He let me watch and he explained to me what I needed to adjust to get the car to do different things on the track. So I've hooked the A-frame all back up, and now I'm just on my way back home. The car towed really well here. I was hell nervous because the last time I towed it, it tried to jackknife me, but it didn't do anything silly like that today. I did grab my toolbox and chuck it in the back, so I had a bit of weight over the back, but yeah, it's all good. So just gonna head home now and put it back in the shed and get ready for Friday. So sweet. Alright, so all home now. The A-frame it towed really good. It's actually it was actually really quite nice to tow with. It was even better now that it's had a wheel alignment. You instantly could feel the difference. But everything's still getting covered in shit from the gravel road. But you know, it could be worse. Obviously, I'm just going to have to take like a bucket of water or something with me for washing the car when I get to race events and stuff. But it is what it is. I can't do much about it. But yeah, all towed up really, really well. So super happy about that. Just going to get this A-frame unhooked now, and I'll get it back into the shed. And we'll move on to the next task. So I got a couple more things I want to tidy up, and then I'm going to try to get it up to John's place from Jacked Auto, and do a bolt check, chuck it up on the hoist. And he's actually got a really cool Nissan Safiro with an LS in it, so hopefully I can show you that, and he can explain a bit of that to you, and that'd be really cool. Hopefully we get time to do that. But yeah, so I'll get this A-frame unhooked and we'll go from there. Okay, so it is Tuesday night. Tomorrow night I am heading up to put the car on the hoist and do a final bolt check. And I made a bit of an error. The test day that I'm doing on Friday, I'd completely forgotten that they don't allow screamer pipes on the track. So I'm going to have to, tonight, plumb my wastegate back in. Which might not sound like a big task, but I have to do it in place, because to get my dump pipe off, I have to drop the radiator support in the radiator, which means I have to drain all the fluid out. Bit of a design flaw, but you know, there wasn't much space, and what had to be done got done. So I'm going to try and do it in place. Hopefully I can, and hopefully it'll all work out. But I haven't got a great deal of time tonight, so I'm going to have to just kind of rip into it. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a big time lapse of that, and we'll move on from there. Alright, so my time-lapse camera has died, so thanks. Ignore the music in the background. So here's my dilemma. This is where my wastegate comes down, and I need to get it back into here, but I can't get this pipe off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull the wideband out so I don't knock it or smash it or anything like that. I'll pull that out. I'm thinking about putting a hole maybe just a bit lower, about here, and then bring that out and up into here, so then I can still weld around the top around there like that, and then we'll bring it up. And I've marked this pipe here, so I might cut this pipe off here, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. That might be the right angle for welding onto there, so I might cut that off and then try weld that onto there. So we'll give that a crack and see how it all turns out, and I'll check back in when I've hopefully made some progress. Alright, so I have now plumbed the wastegate back into the exhaust. Yeah, it wasn't the easiest thing to do, purely for the fact that because I can't take the dump pipe off, but it's done. So hopefully that will eliminate any complaints at the track. So next up, I'm going to make an oil catch can. And get that sorted. That's the next thing to do. Yeah, let's rip into that. Alright, so I've just loaded the car up again on the surf, and in about half an hour or so I'm going to be heading up to John's to chuck it up on the hoist. So yeah, hopefully everything's all good and all the nuts and bolts are done up tight, and then we should be able to go racing on Friday. So looking forward to that. So it's all just in there on the surf, all ready to go. All right, so I'll pick it up again when we're there. All right, so I'm here at John's place, or at Jack Autos, and about to chuck the car up on the hoist and have a good look over it, make sure all the nuts and bolts are nice and tight, and yeah, hopefully everything's good. We'll just do a time lapse of all of that, so you can just see what we're doing. I'm going to change the brake fluid as well. Got some new brake fluid to chuck in it, so we'll do that and get that all sorted. And yeah, so this is John's Safira that I was mentioning earlier. Hang on. So it's got an LS1 in it. It's got, well, it's a cammed up LS1 technically, isn't it? So yeah, it's running the, what is it, Tremax 6-speed? Yep, Tremax 6-speed box, and she's just straight up a beast, to be honest. Got a nice custom built exhaust that yours truly built. Got to put that in there as well. So yeah, just a pretty cool beast. It's just about ready to go. I think it's just finish your tuning. Is that it? And then
tuning and just little things. Beam, thermo switch. And just check over what's tight, what I've forgotten to tighten.
pretty much what we're doing with the GTO now on the hoist.
Yep.
Sweet.
So other than that, 4-pot brakes on the front, 2s on the back. And
What are they from?
I think they're all from the 300ZX.
Oh yeah. So Z32.
Yep.
Yep.
And obviously 2-door.
Yeah. Or shaved door handles?
Yeah, so the back door's still open.
They do still open.
Yeah, so they've still got the interior handles, but just not the rears. So I don't know why actually. I think it was in the beginning I didn't want to have passengers in the back, so I don't really have much self-control. So in my head, if you remove the rear door handles, then it makes the decision for you. So, yeah, and cool. I quite like the look of the car, how it changes it. But, yeah.
That's right. Very cool. Do you want to mention anything about what cam you got in there or anything like that?
It's just a Calford B12 cam, so it's pretty much an off-the-shelf unit.
You put new springs in it too?
Yep, so it's just got upgraded valve springs, double row timing chain. That's really it. Other than that, it is it's stock motor. Even still got the stock cast manifolds, which you helped fix after that drama.
Yeah, it was good fun.
So yeah, really, they're fairly reliable as they are. Make good power. Torque's really what we want more than power. So yeah, we'll see how she goes.
Very cool. Very cool. all finished up here now. Thanks very much to John for allowing me to use his hoist. We checked over everything. Well, John did most of the work really. I just kind of sat back and talked shit. And we changed all the brake fluid, so that should be all good. Hopefully it'll stop now. So yeah, I'll pick it back up tomorrow when we're doing some more. Okay, so we're all home now. Car is again absolutely covered in shit, but that is just dirt roads. I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. One final shout out to John from Jack Autos. It was a massive help last night getting all that sorted and making sure everything was nice and tight. So thank you very much for that. If anyone else is in the Manawatu area and needs some mechanical work done, hit him up. Knowledgeable guy, absolutely knows everything there is to know, and yeah, no, he's really helpful and will treat you good. So yeah, for sure, hit him up, and I'm pretty sure he'll be happy about that. So all I've got to do now is put the harnesses in. I've got a new set of harnesses going, 'cause the ones I've got in there currently are expired like 10 years ago. So I'm just going to put the harnesses in. I need to make a new catch can, but I have just run out of time, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch the catch can out of my wife's car and put it in that, and I'll just use that for the time being, and then later on I'll swap it over. So I've just got to put her catch can in, chuck the harnesses in, give the interior a clean up, and then just load the surf up. So this is where I'm going to leave the video. Next video will be, I don't know, maybe a couple of laps and then a blown engine or a good track day. I really don't know what's going to happen, so we'll just have some fun and send it. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next Friday. Cheers.